Hello, this is Top Stories on Viewer Television. I am Deborah Ntukaife. The All Progressive Congress youths in Bauchi State expressed dismay to the former governor Mohammed Abubakar for what he describes as his new relationship with the incumbent governor Bala Mohammed, who is seeking for re-election as a governor. The group known as Air Marshal Youth Vanguard, while addressing journalists on Sunday at the NUJ Secretariat in Bauchi, accused former Governor Abubakar of engaging in anti-party activities by honoring his successor's invitation to a dinner organized for him in honor of his attainment of Senior Advocate of Nigeria. A Bauchi State correspondent, Awa Hassan, tells us more.
The All Progressive Congress Youth Group, known as Air Marshal Vanguard, expressed their grievances over the attitude of the former Governor Muhammad Abubakar towards establishing a relationship with the present administration of the opposition.
It is with deep sense of responsibility that the members of the Youth Vanguard found it expedient at this time to report these glaring tactics of the former governor of Bauchi State and his family, showing a clear case of anti-party against the APC and its candidates from the top to the bottom, which ordinarily ought not to have accorded the privilege of being noticed by any party member, as they are no longer of relevance in either the state where he held due to his abysmal performance. We resolve to issue this press release to warn him to quickly step down as a member of the APC Presidential Council.
Recall that Governor Bala Muhammad has on Thursday night held a special dinner for his predecessor on his attainment of Senior Advocate of Nigeria, son. However, the group says as a member of the Presidential Campaign Council of the All Progressive Congress, he was not supposed to have honored the invitation.
For the avoidance of doubt, the former governor had accepted the invitation of the Bauchi state government to be hosted to a state dinner in the honor of his elevation to a Senior Advocate of Nigerian son. He graced the occasion and he went on to spread a speech eulogizing the PDP-controlled Bauchi state government and even called for its re-election. We were disappointed with his action then. What a double standard. This is a clear case of anti-party which must not be condoled by any well-meaning member of the APC, especially the Presidential Campaign Council, where he remains a member, and allowing him to remain as a member can spell doom for our great party.
The group therefore called on the former governor to step down as a member of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, as his loyalty to the party is questioned. Awal Hassan, Viewer TV News, Bauchi.
The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration has has arrested one Michael Werikwe, an importer of counterfeit Super Delicious cooking margarine. Speaking at the NAFDAC office in Lagos, the agency's acting director general, Monica Imujeze, added that a distributor of the banned potassium bromate tablets, Joseph Rapoluchukwu, was arrested on December 5, 2022. Imujeze warned Nigerians to be wary of dangerous products, and she stated that 115 cartons of potassium bromate tablets with a street value of 28,750,000 naira were found on Rapoluchukwu when NAFDAC officer raided a warehouse in the Apongo area of Lagos Island. Suspected hoodlums on Monday unleashed a spate of violent attacks on the Independent National Electoral Commission building in Owerri, Imo State, and the People's Democratic Party campaign office in Gombe State, raising the two facilities and further heightening anxiety about the conduct of the 2023 general elections. This was even as the Nigerian Air Force bombed terrorist hideouts in the three local government areas of Biningwari, Igabi, and Chinku of Kaduna State, killing scores of the hoodlum. The operation, it was learned, was aimed at clearing the areas of the criminals ahead of the forthcoming polls. Newsmail reports that this was the third attack on the Commission's facilities in the state less than 2 weeks. The National Assembly has said the ongoing review of the 1999 Constitution is bound to fail as the state houses of assembly have failed to vote on the amendment bills passed and transmitted to them for concurrence. President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, separately appealed to the Governor Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State to urge his co-governors to press on legislators in their respective states to consider the bills. Lawan and Gbajabiamila made the plea in Abuja at the second edition of the Distinguished Parliamentarians Lectures Series organized by the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies. The ninth National Assembly had budgeted 4 billion naira for the Constitution review, 1 billion naira for each of the 4 years of its lifespan. Bauchi State Police Command has dismissed the viral reports that 10 persons were killed by assailants in the Akaleri local government area where oil was recently discovered. Police spokesman in the state, SP Ahmad Wakili, stated in Bauchi that the report was false in its entirety. He added that the report could undermine efforts by the police and other security services to curtail crime in the state. The police advised media organizations to always verify and authenticate reports from credible sources for factual reportage. The federal government has described a report published by Reuters, an international news organization, accusing the Nigerian army of infanticide as fake news. This is just as the news agency published a fresh report in which it accused the Nigerian army of carrying out the massacre of children during the ongoing war against terrorism. Reuters had, in its first report released last Wednesday, accused the army of running a secret abortion program on female victims of terrorists, adding that no fewer than 10,000 pregnancies had been terminated since at least 2013. Following the Reuters investigation, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres called on Nigerian authorities to investigate allegations against the service. However, speaking at an event meant to showcase the scorecard of the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation under the present regime in Abuja, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, accused Reuters of making such an allegation without a piece of evidence. And that's all on Top Stories. Many thanks for watching. I am Deborah Ndukaife. Please stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs.